So even though we've been here in Cambodia for a few weeks and tried a ton of food, well, tonight we recruited a local food guy, Xiao, who's gonna take us around and make sure that we didn't miss anything. So we're gonna try a bunch of authentic food and some a little bit more adventurous.
Something that I probably am not gonna try.
Come on, just the leg, you got this.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
It's called Num Bang Chok, so that's the name. It stands for Khmer Noodle Shop.
Okay.
So very straightforward.
Oh, thank you very much.
So first up we have Num Bang Chok, which is noodle soup basically. Well, not noodle soup, just noodles. We have this one here, which is the fish one, and we're gonna try a second one after that. But let's try it. Try and get a bite with everything, which always falls off. That is really good.
How was our pronunciation?
It was fair. It was
Yeah?
great.
Okay, perfect.
So people would understand if they know Num Bang Chok is.
Okay.
If they don't know it, they
Fair
might not
enough.
understand. Yeah.
Good job.
I'm like a terrible pronunciation person, so yeah.
This is really good. And this restaurant opened over 30 years ago. Every single day they sell these noodles like there's no tomorrow. Over 150 kilos every single day. I love fun facts.
I know you do.
The second one is a curry base. This one is definitely my favorite.
So that was stop number one. They're both really good, but I do have to agree, the curry is absolutely top notch.
Don't forget your beer.
Got it. Also, we need to go around in style. So we have it.
Stop number 2. Thank you very much.
Okay, so next up we're having two dishes. One is like a coconut rice cake ball, and it's served with fish sauce, but there's actually spring onion inside as well. And the other one is more like a crispy pancake with like protein and bean sprouts inside, and that one is served with a peanut sauce. So let's go dig in.
I love the fact that they're actually cooking on wood fire instead of gas for giving or just a more even distribution of heat. It's just a better way of cooking.
And this is where we're gonna eat. To be honest, I love these little roadside restaurants. They're amazing.
These chairs are just the perfect size. Whoa.
Okay, the Num Krouk has arrived, and this is the sauce.
Okay.
But this is obviously for the pancake.
We're about to eat them, but they're just out of the fryer pretty much. And after looking at him burning all his mouth, we decided to wait a few minutes.
That was really good. Still hot, but very good.
Put some of the minced and veggies here.
Don't forget your...
Oh yeah, I forgot that part.
And then our protein is ready to add.
That's pork or chicken?
Yes, minced pork and chicken.
Oh,
same,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
This is our amazing roasted peanut sauce. Then just have the big bite, or you can
Perfect.
have bite 2 times.
Peanut sauce. That's really good. The peanut sauce is like perfect. I'm a fan. You're much better at this than I was.
I don't think so.
I was the first one doing it. I was stressed. That was very ladylike.
You're right, that sauce is perfect. Wow.
Back to the tuk-tuk, and I was told that the next food item is something exciting / exotic, adventurous. I'm excited. Tracy's not excited.
Let you try. This is jujube plum. I coated with salt and sugar.
Oh, okay.
That's really good.
Different?
It is different with the salt and sugar.
It's a plum with salt and sugar. Interesting.
It works.
That was not part of the food tour. The lady was just very nice. So we are just here at, what's the name of the place? Carpet. This is the most famous insect shop basically in the city. The guy who owns this kiosk actually became super famous a few years ago because obviously like this is the best place to get this kind of food. So we've got tarantula, we've got frog, silkworm, water bugs, shrimp, dried fish, and so many other exotic things. What's your favorite?
Everything else, I've tried everything. Yeah, the first two, the crickets and grasshoppers.
That's too easy.
I mean, yeah, that's just beginner friendly and basic and tastes really great.
That's fair.
So then also the silkworm, but it's hard for foreigners and there's something squishy when you bite it.
So since we've arrived, there have been so many people just stopping on their bikes and getting what they need and just keep going. Like, it has been non-stop with a lot of adventurous food.
So that's crickets?
Yes.
Okay, take out the back legs. So this is like level 1. Tastes very nice. Like, it's seasoned with like onions and oil.
Onion, stock powder.
If you can forget that it's a cricket, the taste is actually very nice. It's like eating chips.
Yeah. We would eat it like popcorn as well, watching TV.
Grasshopper.
Yeah.
This one is bigger.
Level 2, number 2.
Same thing. If you can forget about it, it's totally fine. For me, grasshopper was harder than this. This I don't mind. It's chewy though. Oh, well, I take it back. This one, when you bite in it, it just explodes in your mouth. This one is more mushy. So this is a cicada, and they're very hard to find because they breed only after 10 to 13 years in the wild. So this is basically a luxury food. Take that champagne and caviar. Okay. It's very crunchy, not mushy in the middle, which I really appreciate. But yeah, pretty good. So you guys know I can eat pretty much anything, and there's not many food that I find challenging, but this one, a little bit more. This is a tarantula. It is technically venomous. It is fine in this state. Our guide says that it tastes a little bit like beef jerky, but that sure sounds like a lie. I'm gonna start with a leg, and we'll see if I can level up after that. This is harder. Taste is good. Yeah, tastes actually very nice. Crunchy, kind of chip texture. Kind of have the same texture as all the other bugs that I had, except the silkworm. That was something else. Can you eat everything? Start with the head. Okay. Would you like some too? Yeah, you can eat that too? Oh my goodness. Head. In 3, 2, 1. Tastes the same. It tastes good. It's just mentally, it's very hard to eat a big spider. Tastes good. Okay, Tracy.
Yeah, just
You want to hold it?
Get a piece by yourself. Oh yeah.
Come on, just the leg, you got this. A tiny bite of the leg. I get it, the body, the head, that's hard, I get it. That's a leg if you'd like. Just a little bite. Yes! The taste is good.
It's okay.
I'm so proud of her right now.
But right now it's hard to hold
Body?
it because I'm eating it.
That's fair, that's fair. So fun fact about the tarantula, they are not farmed. That means somebody needs to go out there in the forest and get them out of their hole and collect them before cooking and selling them. So this is why they're pretty much the most expensive you can buy there. $2 every single tarantula. It's not that expensive when you think about it, but for here, it is actually quite pricey. Quite delicious, I have to say. The taste is good. But it's mentally very hard to eat a big fat spider. We brought you snacks. Very good. So I know in the North American culture it is kind of weird to eat bugs, but it shouldn't be, because when you think about it, bugs are much healthier and higher in protein than whatever meat we're actually eating in the Western world, but also much healthier to eat and snack on in front of the TV than chips. Let's say that there's a few ants on your food. You wouldn't eat that, right? Well, here they do things a little different. You're gonna see that in a minute. But first, let me thank today's sponsor, Squarespace, an amazing website builder, which we personally have been using for the past 5 years.
Well, that sounds great. I don't know anything about coding.
Well, don't worry, because with Squarespace, you don't need any coding or web design experience, because you can use one of their award-winning templates. They make it super easy. Now, what if you want your website to also work on mobile? Well, don't worry about that, because Squarespace always make it seamless for both computers and phones. And if just like me, you love looking at analytics, there's just something about looking at numbers going up and down and seeing like how you can improve and things like that. Well, you can see that from Squarespace, both on your computer, but also on your app on the go. Well, it is now time for you to start building your own website thanks to Squarespace's free trial. And once you are ready to launch your website, make sure to visit squarespace.com/DAVEMANI to get 10% off your first domain or website.
Okay, we are in our stop number 3. We are having our amazing crispy pork belly in breads, which is called Num Bang Chok. This one is more special since they're using only pure crispy pork belly with their bread and homemade saute and everything. And it's going to be served with papaya salad. This place has been open for many years in here. It is a typical family business starting from 6 in the morning till everything is sold out.
So we've tried something similar before, but not with crispy pork belly. And have you seen this pork belly? I mean, it looks perfect.
The crunch on that pork.
Perfect.
By the way, if you want to do this tour, we're actually doing it with Urban Forage. So we're going to put their link down below in case you want to book it for yourselves. I mean, we're maybe halfway through and I cannot say enough good about it so far.
And ask for a guide, he's amazing. Next stop, Russian market. So we just made it to the Russian market. Now, why is it called Russian market? It's a very good question. It's a question I just asked like literally 2 minutes ago. Back in the 60s, Cambodia was known as a more neutral country. They were kind of in between communism and democracy. So there was actually a very large Russian community and they were actually coming to the market here to sell and buy a bunch of things.
Milk fruit and so not most part is edible, so you bite maybe this, like you can see this are the shell and this are the fruit inside. Cover the pit.
That's good. It's super sweet.
It's sweet,
Like
yeah.
super sweet. Yeah. You want to try it? Super sweet, eh?
Yep. Yeah, it is sticky, but it's really good. It's like sweet, but not too sweet. The texture is a little bit mushy, but it has a very nice taste. So this place is actually called 88 Barbecue. People come from all around town to eat their chicken, their skewers and pork ribs. Apparently, they're the best, and they're actually 3rd generation. So their grandfather actually started this kiosk at this spot. Then their father took over, and then these guys just took over as the 3rd generation. So I could start with something easy, like just a piece of pork, but instead I'm gonna start with these, which is anus, chicken anus. What's the hard part in the middle?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I supposed to eat it?
Yeah, chew it.
Tastes like chicken. Just eat half of a butt.
I'll eat half of one.
Tracy's feeling adventurous tonight.
Basically just like a fatty chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the best part of the chicken? No, I prefer chicken wings, chicken breast, but it's there if you need it.
Normal piece of chicken.
Here's the thing.
Really, really good.
Better than a chicken butt. Hey, he had a good point though. Chicken butts, there's only one per chicken, so it's the rarest part of the chicken. That's good chicken.
Right?
Watch out, Texas. Chicken and pork ribs are solid 10 out of 10. Now we're gonna go back into adventure. Chicken liver. Like liver for me is just not my favorite taste. I don't mind eating it. It's very good for you. It's very healthy, but it has a very irony taste.
Yeah.
Tracy has been extremely courageous tonight, so now I'm just gonna do all the organs by myself, I guess. She ate half of a chicken butt, so there's that. This chicken gizzard, it's very chewy.
So I've had liver and gizzard before. For liver, not necessarily texture, it's more like the iron taste. For gizzard, it's the texture. Like that chewy texture it's kind of hard for me.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of barbecue here in Phnom Penh, but I have no trouble believing that this is the best barbecue in town. It was amazing. All aboard. So we just made it to a local restaurant called the 54 Restaurant. It's a place that people love to come for a drink after work. And we're gonna have a full meal here. There's live music, it's a good vibe. I would love to say I'm super hungry. I'm medium hungry right now.
Nope.
So even though we've been here for 3 weeks, somebody finally told me yesterday that every time you open a can of beer, you gotta look under the lid because sometimes, actually not sometimes, almost 1 can out of 2, you win another free beer.
Yeah, I think we've been throwing away a lot.
We've been throwing away a lot of free beers, I think.
So apparently the famous sauce that they do is here is pepper and salt. So actually, Kampot, the province of Kampot, is known for their pepper worldwide. But what you do is you take your lime and you squeeze it in. Sorry, just trying not to put them everywhere. And then you make a sauce. And then from there, you dip your veggie, you dip your meat in, anything you want. The dishes that we have today, we have beef lukla, and then we have morning glory, which is a vegetable. We have prawn, so like shrimp with pepper from Kampot as well. And then we have fish omak? Amok, that's what it is. So we have fish amok, and as I like to call it, jumping chicken. Frog. One more that Dave's gonna explain.
Okay, the last dish is actually beef tongue, which is a little bit exotic on its own, but on top of that, the little things that you see all over, they're actually ants. So there's red ants on top of it, almost as a seasoning. So normally when you have ants on your food, you don't want that, but here you do. So we're gonna try that. So correction, on top of the tongue, there's actually ants and ants caviar, or also known as ant eggs. There you go. I mean, the tongue is very nice. Tastes very beefy. The ants don't taste anything, but it's just extra protein. How's your jumping chicken?
Good. It's good.
So it's a bit loud in there with the music, but here are my reviews for the different things. Like my favorite was definitely the beef.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the frog was so good, so much better
Okay.
than what we've had on the road a few days ago.
If you saw me, like I actually went back and picked more pieces off it, and that's saying something for me.
That really tasted like
It was
fried chicken.
really good.
Yeah.
Dipped in that lemon pepper.
Yeah. And your favorite was the tongue with the ants, right? She didn't even try.
So we were asked if we have room for dessert, but for me, I saved my room for dessert. So I'm very excited.
Thank you.
Let's see if I can remember what is on this. So we have the cream, and then we have like a sugar candy, which is almost like a candy floss type thing. We have fresh coconut, we have coconut milk, we have a sugar sauce, and toasted sesame as well. Am I missing? Nope, toasted.
You said coconut milk.
Oh, no coconut milk, no coconut milk. I don't know, but it's a ball of goodness. I like it.
It's like a sweet burrito. Tastes like very sweet with a hint of sesame seeds.
But it has like the soft and the crunch to it.
The lady here, if you come see her, she has a great dog that's really nice. He's such a good boy. Yes. He looks like the Doge dog. That's interesting, isn't it?
10 out of 10 dessert. Wild, a cocktail bar here, and the cocktails are really good. But the funny part is when you open it up, there's kind of like a graph of what drink would fit you. And every now and then there are certain things that Dave and I were like, we spend all of our life together, and this is why we're married, I guess. We both did the graph, didn't even tell each other we were both doing it. We both got the exact same drink, so we need to change it up. We both got Californication, but he's gonna get that, and I'm gonna get Alice in Wonderland.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Okay. Let's go. Thank you so much. Best driver. Thank you so much. Was a pleasure.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a good night. Now I gotta go remove all the tarantula between my teeth.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish we had a million subscribers.
Cheers. Well, let me tell you something. I ate a lot of exotic food in my life, but I've never eaten that much exotic food in one evening.
It's
free
also our
beers.
beers that we won.
There you go.
To be honest, I haven't seen a country eat ants. Yeah, I know
That's
that
fair.
I've heard of it, but like we've never been to
And
a
also,
country
a
where
lot
that
of countries in Asia, they have like those bug stall, but it's just for tourists. Here, they actually eat them. So like, it's a real thing.
And it was such a different concept too to end up with like getting a nice cocktail.
Yeah. Overall, an amazing tour.
Yeah.
Super good guide. Funny driver.
Yeah.
I mean, would highly suggest. So Urban Forage, that's the company we use tonight for the food tour. 10 out of 10. We'll put their information down below. Check them out. It doesn't get much better than that in Phnom Penh, that's for sure. It's one of the best food tours we've done.
What was your favorite?
I love the exotic stuff. I'm so pumped that I ate a tarantula.
My two favorite were, okay, yes, I ate frog. That frog was actually really enjoyable. I have to put that out there. But my favorite was the bun, the pork belly in the bun.
Yes, that was so good.
And then the dessert.
Yeah.
The dessert for me was like
That was
actually
very
so good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
time for us to go to bed. And until next time, see you guys.
And the next one.